Your muscles are silently disappearing. And the most alarming part? It might be happening right now, without you even realizing it. If you're over 60, and you've noticed weakness in your legs, trouble standing up, or even more frequent falls, there's a hidden deficiency that could be the real culprit. It's not just about age. It's not laziness. It's not simply getting older. It's a vitamin. A single vitamin that your body desperately needs to maintain strength, stability, and independence. And if you're not getting enough, your muscles could shrink, your bones could weaken, and your mobility could suffer. That vitamin is vitamin D. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Senior Fuel for science-backed health tips made just for seniors. Hit the like button if you want stronger muscles and better balance. And share this video with a loved one over 60. It could change their life. Vitamin D isn't just about bone health. That's what most people think. Yes, it helps your body absorb calcium. Yes, it keeps your bones strong. But that's only half the story. What's often overlooked is vitamin D's critical role in maintaining muscle mass, preventing falls, and regulating the strength of every movement you make. In fact, some experts now call it the mobility vitamin. Let's uncover the truth about how vitamin D deficiency is causing a wave of leg weakness, frailty, and even disability in older adults, and what you can do to reverse it. Did you know that over 50% of adults over 65 are deficient in vitamin D? And it gets worse with age, especially in those who spend more time indoors, wear sunscreen regularly, live in colder climates, or have darker skin tones. Vitamin D is called the sunshine vitamin for a reason. Your skin produces it naturally when exposed to sunlight. But with less sun exposure, aging skin, and dietary gaps, most seniors are nowhere near getting enough. And the consequences? They're far beyond just brittle bones. They're showing up in the form of shrinking muscles, weak legs, slower walking speeds, and increased fall risk. So, what exactly happens when your body runs low on vitamin D? It's not just a number on a lab test. It's not just about your bones. Vitamin D is essential for muscle protein synthesis. That means it helps your body build and maintain muscle fibers. Without enough of it, your muscles don't respond properly to physical activity. They don't regenerate as fast. They shrink. And that's when you start to notice things like difficulty getting up from a chair, struggling to climb stairs, slower walking speed, or feeling off balance more often than usual. But here's what's really scary. These changes can sneak up on you gradually and quietly. Most seniors don't realize they're losing muscle until one day, a small fall leads to a major injury. Or worse, a hospital visit. This muscle loss is called sarcopenia. And vitamin D deficiency is one of its leading contributors. Vitamin D acts almost like a hormone. It travels through your bloodstream, enters your muscle cells, and activates genes involved in muscle growth and repair. Low vitamin D levels mean your muscles become weaker, slower to recover, and more prone to cramps, spasms, or injuries. One study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults with low vitamin D had significantly less lower limb strength and were more likely to fall. Another study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that seniors who increased their vitamin D intake improved their walking speed, balance, and grip strength. These aren't small changes. These are life-changing outcomes, just by correcting a single nutrient deficiency. Think about someone you know, maybe a parent, an aunt, or even yourself. Have they stopped going out as much? Because walking tires them out? Have they given up stairs? Because their knees or legs feel too weak? Often, what looks like aging is actually muscle decline caused by nutritional neglect. And among all the nutrients missing from senior diets, vitamin D is near the top. So, how do you know if you're running low on vitamin D? The scary part is, many seniors are deficient and don't even realize it. That's because the symptoms can be subtle or mistaken for normal aging. But trust us, it's not normal to feel this tired, this weak, or this unsteady. Here are common warning signs of a vitamin D deficiency. Chronic muscle pain or heaviness, especially in your legs or hips. General fatigue that doesn't go away with rest. Frequent falls or poor balance. Trouble getting out of bed or a chair. Mood changes like increased sadness or irritability. Bone pain or tenderness. And yes, muscle loss that seems to happen faster than it should. You might also notice slower wound healing, more frequent colds, or even hair thinning. But here's the deal. These symptoms can overlap with other conditions. So the only reliable way to know for sure is to get a blood test. It's called the 25-hydroxyvitamin D test, or 25-OHD for short. This test measures the amount of vitamin D circulating in your bloodstream. It's simple, relatively inexpensive, and could change the course of your health. So what numbers are we aiming for? A level below 20 nanograms per milliliter is considered deficient. Between 20 to 30 nanograms per milliliter is insufficient. And 30 to 50 nanograms per milliliter is considered optimal for most older adults. Some experts even suggest keeping it around 40 to 60 nanograms per milliliter, especially if you're already dealing with weakness, osteoporosis, or autoimmune issues. You might think, well, I get sunshine, I should be fine. But here's where it gets tricky. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D from sunlight. Even with sun exposure, you may not be making enough. Other factors that block vitamin D production include wearing sunscreen, which blocks UVB rays, staying mostly indoors, darker skin tone, which naturally filters UVB, kidney or liver issues, and being overweight or obese, which can trap vitamin D in fat tissue. So even if you live in sunny Florida or California, you could still be deficient. Alright, now that you know how crucial vitamin D is and how to test for it, let's talk about how to actually get enough, safely and effectively. Because truth is most seniors can't rely on just one method. 1. Sunshine, nature's original source. Your skin produces vitamin D when exposed to UVB rays from sunlight. But as we discussed, aging skin produces less of it over time. Still, a little sun can go a long way. Aim for 10 to 30 minutes of sunlight on bare skin, like arms and legs, several times a week. Go out during midday hours, when the sun is strongest. No sunscreen during that short window, but don't overdo it to avoid skin damage. Important note: if you have a history of skin cancer, always check with your doctor first before increasing sun exposure. 2. Food sources of vitamin D. There aren't many. Unlike other nutrients, vitamin D isn't widely found in food. But here are your best dietary sources. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and tuna. Egg yolks. Beef liver. Fortified foods like milk, orange juice, cereal, and plant-based milks. Cod liver oil, an old-school but potent source. Tip: even if you eat these foods regularly, it may not be enough, especially if your levels are already low. 3. Supplements, when and how to take them. Here's where most seniors turn for help: vitamin D supplements. But not all are created equal. Look for vitamin D3 cholecalciferol, not D2. D3 is better absorbed and more effective. The typical dose ranges from 800 IU to 2000 IU daily for maintenance. If you're severely deficient, your doctor may recommend a high dose like 5000 IU or even 50,000 IU temporarily, but only under supervision. Don't go overboard. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning excess amounts can build up and become toxic. That's why testing your levels is so important, so you supplement smartly, not blindly. Vitamin D plus K2, a powerful duo. Some experts recommend taking vitamin K2 along with D3. Why? Because vitamin D helps you absorb calcium, and vitamin K2 helps that calcium go to your bones and muscles, not your arteries. This combo supports bone health, muscle function, and reduces the risk of calcium buildup in the wrong places. Now, let's dive into the hard science. Because what we're about to share is not just theory, it's backed by decades of medical research. 1. Vitamin D builds type 2 muscle fibers, the ones you need most as you age. Type 2 muscle fibers are your fast-twitch fibers. These are the fibers responsible for quick movements like catching yourself when you trip, getting up from a chair, walking upstairs, or reacting to a slip. As you age, your body naturally loses type 2 fibers. But research shows that vitamin D helps preserve and even rebuild them, especially in the elderly. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that seniors with sufficient vitamin D had significantly more type 2 fibers, better reaction times, and greater overall muscle power. 2. Vitamin D enhances balance and prevents falls. One of the biggest dangers seniors face is falling, and it often starts with muscle weakness and poor balance. Vitamin D improves neuromuscular coordination, the way your brain and muscles work together to control movement. A major meta-analysis of over 30,000 older adults showed that vitamin D supplementation reduced the risk of falls by up to 23%. That's nearly 1 in 4 falls prevented, just by correcting a vitamin deficiency. And we're not just talking bruises. Falls in seniors can mean hip fractures, emergency surgeries, a long hospital stays, a loss of independence. So anything that lowers fall risk, especially something as simple and affordable as vitamin D, should not be overlooked. 3. Vitamin D protects your nerves. Low vitamin D is also linked to nerve pain and dysfunction, especially in the legs. In fact, researchers have found that seniors with low vitamin D are more likely to experience neuropathy, tingling, numbness, and even burning sensations in the feet. Vitamin D supports the health of the myelin sheath, a protective coating around your nerves that helps them transmit signals quickly and efficiently. It also reduces inflammation in the nervous system, which is a major driver of nerve damage. The takeaway? Vitamin D isn't just about bones and muscles. It's also a critical protector of your nervous system. 4. The brain connection. Vitamin D supports mood, memory, and motivation to move. If you've been feeling fatigued, depressed, or foggy, vitamin D may be part of the puzzle. Studies show that low vitamin D levels are associated with increased risk of depression, cognitive decline, a lower motivation to be physically active, which creates a vicious cycle. Low D, low energy and mood, less movement, more muscle loss. By restoring healthy vitamin D levels, many seniors experience better mood, sharper thinking, and more energy to stay active. You've made it to the final, and most important, part of this video. Now that you understand how critical vitamin D is for your muscles, balance, nerves, and overall strength, let's talk about what you can do today to fix the deficiency and protect your mobility. Step 1. Get your vitamin D levels tested. Before guessing or self-medicating, always start with a blood test. Ask your doctor for a 25-hydroxyvitamin D test, 25 OHD. Optimal levels for seniors, 40 to 60 nanograms per milliliter. Below 30 nanograms per milliliter is considered deficient. Testing gives you a clear starting point, so you can supplement safely and effectively. Step 2. Get sunlight, but the right kind. Your body makes vitamin D from sunlight, but it gets harder with age. Aim for 15 to 30 minutes of sun exposure on bare skin, arms, legs, or face, at least 3x a week. The best time, midday sun, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., for natural desynthesis. Avoid sunscreen during this short window. Just 10 to 15 minutes is often enough. But be smart. Too much sun increases skin cancer risk. Don't overdo it. Step 3. Choose the right vitamin D supplement. Most seniors need to supplement, especially if they don't get much sun. Choose vitamin D3 cholecalciferol. It's more effective than D2. Typical dose: 1,000 to 2,000 IU per day for maintenance. If deficient, your doctor may recommend 5,000 IU per day for a few weeks, then retest. Don't megadose without supervision. Too much can lead to calcium imbalances and kidney stress. Step 4. Pair it with magnesium and K2. Vitamin D doesn't work alone. Magnesium helps your body activate and use vitamin D. Vitamin K2 helps direct calcium to your bones, not your arteries. Look for a balanced supplement or take these nutrients from food. Magnesium: almonds, spinach, pumpkin seeds, black beans. Vitamin K2: eggs, grass-fed dairy, natto, chicken thighs. Step 5. Track your progress with movement. Once your vitamin D improves, you may start noticing better muscle control, fewer cramps or spasms, stronger legs when walking or climbing stairs, more confidence in your balance. Track it. Write down how far you can walk, how easy it is to rise from a chair, your fall frequency, if any. Your body will respond to proper vitamin D levels. Give it a few weeks and stay consistent. You don't have to accept muscle loss as inevitable. Often it's not aging, it's missing nutrition. Vitamin D is not just a bone vitamin. It's your mobility vitamin, your strength vitamin, and your confidence vitamin. Get tested. Supplement wisely. Move daily. Eat nutrient-rich foods. Reclaim your strength after 60. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more science-backed senior health tips. And share this with someone over 60 who needs to hear it. Remember, your muscles are listening to what you feed them. Give them the defense they deserve. Stay strong, stay safe, and keep moving.